Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about object methods. Okay. Now, in the previous video, we have learned about objects, how to create them, how to store data in them, how to retrieve data, how to add data, delete data, and change the data inside the objects. Correct? Now, we'll see more and we'll learn more about objects. Alright? Now, let me create an object. So, let me say const and Ravi. Alright? So, is equal to, and inside curly braces, I'll have math marks, alright, 70, math marks 70, comma, English marks, I'll say 68, and biology marks 72. Alright. Now, inside an object, we can have a function. Alright. So, you know what a function is, correct? So, let me write that and explain you how to use it. So, I'll say is pass and function. Okay, is pass and function, and inside brackets I'll say console.log, and let me say passed all the subjects. Okay, passed all the subjects. Now, if you see here, we have function, and we have is pass. Now, is pass is the name that I have given for this function. Okay, and this becomes my key. Alright, so you know that on the left side of the colon we have key, and on the right side we have value. Correct? So, key, value, key, value. So, here the name of the function becomes the key, and this becomes the value. Alright, so this function becomes the value of it, and the key value pair is separated by a colon. Alright, so this has to be function, this has to be function, and it has to be open and close brackets. But here you can give any name. So just like I have given a name for this, name for this, name for this, you can give any name for the function. Alright, so now I have a function inside an object. Alright, inside an object I have a function, and if you have a function inside an object, that function is called as a method. Okay, we do not call it as a function, we call it as a method. So method is a function inside an object. Alright, yes. So now let me call the method. I'll say Ravi dot is pass and brackets. Okay, so I'm calling is pass method of Ravi object using dot notation. Okay, so this is required, and a dot is required, and then name of the key. Okay, so let me run it to get past all the subjects. Okay, so I get whatever is inside this function as result. All right, I can also do this. So let me comment it out. So I can also get this using bracket notation. So I'll say Ravi. All right, Ravi, and instead of using dot, I have to use brackets. Correct? So it is square brackets, and inside quotes is pass. Okay, and let me run it to get an error. Okay, so program did not output anything because we need this. Okay, we need this. So let me add it here and run it to get past all the subjects as result. All right, so you can get output like this or like this. So as this is simpler, you can use this. All right, now you can also pass arguments. Okay, you can also pass values to the function. So let us do that. Let me delete this. So let me have an if loop inside the function. Okay, let me have an if loop inside the function, and let me delete this. Okay, let me delete this. Let me have one more, physics marks. Okay, physics marks and function, and I'll be passing marks. Okay, so I'll say marks, and I'll open a bracket here and I'll close it here. I'll say if marks is greater than or equal to 40. Okay, greater than or equal to 40. What to do? Console.log pass the subject. Let me keep it simple. Pass the subject. Okay. Next, else I'll say console.log did not pass. Okay, did not pass. So I have an if loop inside the function which is inside the object, or I can say I have an if loop inside a method of an object. All right, so now let me pass marks. All right, so I'll say Ravi dot physics marks. Okay, Ravi dot physics marks, and I'll pass 49 marks. All right, 49 marks. So let me run it. So I get passed the subject as result because marks is greater than 40, and so I get passed the subject. So let me have 9. So let me run it to get did not pass as result. Okay, so like this you can pass arguments to the method. All right, now you can also return values from the loop. Okay, function. So let me do that. Let me delete console.log and let me say return. Okay, return pass to the subject. All right, so here let me return. Okay, let me return this, and whatever we return from here must be stored, correct? So I'll say const result is equal to this. Okay, and then I'll say console.log result. So you know how to do this, correct? So let me run it to get did not pass. So I will have 89 here and run it to get pass the subject. So this is passed if the marks is greater than 40. This is not passed, returned. So this is returned if marks is greater than 40. This is returned if the mark is less than 40. Returned in the sense that value is stored in result and is printed in the next step. Okay, so in this way you can return values from a method which is inside an object. Okay, yes. Next, let me quickly create two objects. Okay, so let me say const and let it be about mobile. Okay, let me say mobile 1 and I'll say brand Nokia. Okay, and I'll say RAM 12 and I'll say storage, let me say 64 GB. Okay, and let me create a function. I'll say config. Okay, I'll say config function and this brackets I'll say console.log. Okay, I want to print something out, so I'll leave it here and create one more object. Okay, const mobile 2, all right, is equal to, and I'll say brand Apple. Okay, okay, I've missed comma here. Yeah, So brand Apple, and then RAM, let me say 8 GB, storage 128 GB, okay, and let me say config function brackets this and console.log and this. Okay, now let me print out or log to the console this data. Okay, so I'll say mobile 1. Okay, I'll say mobile 1, and here I'll say mobile 2. All right, so here let me say mobile 1, which is my object here, mobile 1 dot config. Okay, config, and let me run this. I get an error because I have missed comma here. So let me run it once again. So I get brand Nokia, RAM 12, storage 64, and then the function itself. Okay, so I have called the function, which is method. I have called the method, config method of this object. Okay, this object mobile 1. So let me say mobile 2, and run it to get Apple, RAM 8, storage 128, and rest. All right. Now, what we have in JavaScript is the keyword this. Okay, this. So instead of saying mobile 2, I'll say this. All right. So now let me have mobile1.config. Okay, and when I run it, I get brand Nokia, RAM 12, storage, and everything. Okay, so basically this keyword, this refers to the name of the object. Okay, so this keyword is inside the object mobile 1, correct? So when we use this keyword refers to the object which it is calling. So when I say mobile1.config, okay, I'm calling this, and inside this I have this keyword. Okay, it is confusing, this. All right, so this is equal to mobile 1. So instead of writing mobile 1, we can just say this. Both are same. All right, so here in this object, this refers to mobile 1, and in this object, this refers to mobile 2. So instead of writing mobile 2, we write this. Okay, we write this. So both are same. All right, so now if I want to output, let us say RAM or storage, what should we say? We have to say mobile1.ram, correct? Mobile1.ram. So now when I run, I get 12. Okay, so mobile1.config, I'm calling this method. In this method, I am calling this mobile1.ram. Mobile1.ram. So what is stored in RAM? 12, and that is printed out. Okay, and instead of saying mobile1.ram, we can just say this .ram. So here this refers to mobile 1. Okay, so I'll run it and I'll get Tolu as result. Okay, so I can say mobile1.storage or this .storage. All right, so I'll say this to get 64. I'll say this .brand to get Nokia. All right, so basically in this method, in this object, this refers to mobile 1. Same way, I'll use this .ram here, and I'll say mobile2.config. When I run this, here in this object, this refers to mobile 2. Okay, this refers to mobile 2. So I hope that you have understood the meaning of this keyword. Basically, this keyword is confusing. All right, so for beginners, this keyword is confusing. If it has confused you, do not worry about this right now. You will learn it slowly as you progress through your journey of JavaScript. Okay, but just remember that this keyword is used to refer to the object which it is calling. All right, now if we use this keyword outside of an object, it refers to a global object. Okay, but once again, do not worry about this because there is much more to learn about this keyword. All right, I think this is enough for now. I want you to go ahead and practice the things that we have learnt in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.